Alright, with crypto coming back and all this bull run talk, I'm going to be actively just sharing my thoughts. This isn't financial advice, but I am watching only a few tokens this time around. I have learned quite a lot from just all my mistakes in the past. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing just the coins and the setups that I see, and hopefully you learn something from this. But I'm not an expert TA by any means. I am decently smart. It's just I don't want to pass that on. So basically the only thing right now that has shown that it's super bullish is Bitcoin, and you can really see that technically this could be a bull flag, like we don't know, but this is a clear breakout. We want to see this stick, above this. But when you look at other coins, and this is what I want to really precaution, is you look at like ETH, there's no sign of a breakout. There's no sign of strength. Yes, Bitcoin is doing well, but while Bitcoin is the one that's doing well, nothing else is kind of pumping, right? Even AVAX, which is an older coin, this meme coin is who knows in what land, Link. You just look at all these and they're not like crushing it by any means. Maybe SUI, SUI is the only token that is kind of bullish, but it rejected from the weekly, and you'd really want to see it truly break above this weekly. So for this video, I'm just going to go over Bitcoin because this is what really matters for now. So in case you don't know, I learned a lot of what I know from Chart Champions. This is been the main lesson for me and how I've learned my TA. I've tried a whole bunch of other things, but through the years, Chart Champions has just gotten better and better, and a lot of their methods is all of what I learned as well. So they used to teach a lot of, you just look at support and resistances and where that is. And one of the things that I loved when I rejoined Chart Champions some time ago this year was that they focus on, when you're looking at a range like this is a range, right? From here to here is a little range going on. You're not really looking at, oh, what's going to happen up here or what's going to happen up here, because we're still in this range. So that should help your mindset to be like, yo, unless we actually break above this, and I would say even more so, maybe do some kind of retest of this high and we're showing that we're breaking up, you really shouldn't be so focused up here, and you definitely shouldn't be focused back here. The scary thing is not scary, but look, this was a good move up psychologically, right? This was a great move up, and it is strong. It needs some time to cool down, but you can't start just shorting unless you're seeing a clear if we're down here and we break below the anchored VWAP, then maybe you could look to the bottom of the range. Or if we break below this volume point of control, maybe you expect us to go all the way down, right? It's just a game of probabilities, and that's really what I learned from Chart Champions. That's the best I can describe it. Again, I'm not a pro myself, but if we're looking at crypto, that's what I'd be looking for Bitcoin, is really just, okay, right now we're in this little range. I'm not going to be, hoping for something way up here or way up here until I see something that shows that we lose a level. It is really important that you look at different times, because different intervals, just because you don't want to get too lost into short-term time frame stuff. But look, if we end up closing below this kind of stuff from the previous, this is a value area range, right? If we end up closing below 73k and we retest it or something, or we don't retest it and we start coming down, then you can really expect us to come back down a bit. But right now it looks really bullish, and I'm looking at altcoins just because they are moving, as you can see, a little bit bigger than Bitcoin. But at the same time, truthfully, I'm kind of looking for some shorts right now, just because we had such strong moves up, And yeah, like maybe we come back on Link to 1248 and then we short it. If you're like me, you've gone into crypto and you're probably holding underwater deeply like I am. I was very bullish on Atom at one point. I had a lot in it and this stuff tanked. So for me, like, yes, you have to think that in crypto, um, there is the chance that altcoins will do really well, but I also feel like there's the chance that they won't do well. And it's like a mind f, because on one end it's possible that altcoins do something crazy, but it's also possible they don't, and you don't want to miss out. And at the same time, you know, uh, you don't know. It could go the other way around, and I believe this cycle will be different than any other cycle, just because of what's going on and how much people have uncovered that altcoins are basically absolute garbage. Maybe it's just me having been in the space, having tried to do a startup in crypto. I personally find crypto a very dirty space, but Adam's doing well. I mean, Adam's doing nothing. Sorry, that's what I meant. And if we do end up seeing a break above this channel that has been in for a long time, then maybe we can expect, you know, a little bit higher. But do you really expect it to do something like this, where it just straight up, you know, goes and maybe even breaches all-time highs? Like, I don't really see that happening, and obviously you can tell that these candles are quite big, so it is possible. It's just, as of right now, there is no sign of strength. If you look at like Wyckoff patterns or whatnot, there's nothing showing. There's absolutely nothing showing that this is gonna crush by any means. So because Bitcoin is the one moving, I would be looking at that. The only reason why you're seeing these really big pumps on some of these coins is because simply because they were down by so much that, yeah, you're gonna see it, but are you gonna see some crazy like 200%, 500%, 10x gains right now? I personally don't think so. What I've noticed is, and this is something that Chart Champions doesn't like, and it's just something that I really love, is you have RSI indicators, and I know Daniel always says he doesn't trust it because it's already after the fact, but for me, when I look at this on the 30 minutes, I see a bearish divergence on GOAT, and then I look on the 1 hour and it's still there, and then I look on the 2 hours and it's not there. So it's less confluence for sure. On the 4 hours it is there, but it's barely there. This is overheated, and if I look in the 5 minutes, it's there. You can see, however, that no bullish divergence, since I'm kind of on the time frame of that. I actually wanted to short this around here, and I just didn't get the chance to. That would have been a drop of like 4%. But with these, you never know. You know, when these tokens pump, they really pump. You know what I mean? Like, when they go up, they're gonna liquidate you on the way up because you've shorted. So you really have to be careful. And one of the biggest things that you have to do is, if you did short here, right? Look, I would just always be on the safe side and take profits down here, which was, you know, right here as well. For me, I would take like 50% profits, and I'd probably set my stop loss right here and profit anyway. And the reason is you just got to cover yourself in crypto. You don't know what will happen. Maybe it turns into something that you can hold for a very long time, but you just have to be extra careful when it comes to crypto. That's one of the biggest things I've learned, and you can't go too crazy on trying to expect things to do really well and just like hold on to it forever, especially in crypto. I'm on a decent trade win rate right now, at 100% win rate for the last year or so, and it's because I do that, right? Like, if I short up here, I've already taken profits here, I move my stop loss there, and, you know, like, no matter what, I still win. Sometimes it gets big, sometimes it doesn't, and it gets stopped out, and that's okay. But anyway, I hope this video helps. It's just kind of an introductory thing. If you guys want me to do certain TA stuff, just let me know. But I'll be doing videos quite often again, just because I want to get back onto this and